Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making a men's shirt. It's also a unisex shirt, so men can wear, women can wear. So for this tutorial, we're going to make it in granny stitch and in granny squares. So I'm going to make total of 19 granny squares. First of all, I'm going to show you how to make granny squares, and we're going to be using these three colors. This will be the main color, and these three will be for the granny square, while this will be the main color. So without further ado, let's dive into the tutorial. All you need is your yarn. I'm going to be using this acrylic fingering weight yarn. Get your tape measure for you to take your measurements. Tapestry needle, 3mm crochet hook, yarn cutter, and stitch marker in case if you will need it. I'm going to be making for 44 inches bust measurements. Let me show you how to go about this square. I'm going to start with this color, which is our main color. Make a magic circle. Chain 3, yarn over, go into the same space with chain 2, yarn over, go into the same circle with 3 double crochet, chain 2, yarn over, go into the same space with 3 double crochet, you chain 2 again, yarn over, go into this space with 3 double crochet. This is a basic granny square, so if you know how to make basic granny square, that is what we are doing. Remember, we started with 2 double crochet because the chain 3 stands as double crochet. So we start with 2 double crochet, we chain 2, 3 double crochet, we chain 2, 3 double crochet, we chain 2, 3 double crochet. So we are going to make it in 4 sets of 3 double crochet, and we started with 2. So what you're going to do after this 3 double crochet, you chain 2, you draw the center thread to pull it together. Now don't close it totally. We have to chain 2, yarn over, go into that space and do the extra double crochet to complete the first 2 double crochet we did. You now go on top of the chain 3 and slip stitch. Go into the next and slip stitch, go into the chain 2 and slip stitch. You now pull the center thread properly to close it up, and this is what we have. Chain 3, yarn over, go into the space with double crochet. So this stands as double crochet too, so we have 2 double crochet. We're not going to be chaining here, we will be chaining only on the corner part. Yarn over, go into the next stitch and do your double crochet, put 3 double crochet, you chain 2, 3 double crochet because that is corner, chain 2 and 3 double crochet. I'm not doing chain 1 because I'm using fingering weight yarn, so you skip this 3 double crochet and go into the next space, which is the corner where we're doing chain 2. You put 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet in that corner. Corner is getting 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, while other space is getting 3 double crochet without the chain. because I'm using fingering weight yarn. If you are using thicker yarn, please do well to do chain 1. So here is corner. Do 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochet all in the same stitch. That is the corner. You yarn over, skip this 3 double crochet, go into the first 2 double crochet we did into the same space. You do 3 double crochet, chain 2, chain 2. Because we started with 2 double crochet, you're going to go in here again with 1 double crochet, and you slip stitch on top of the first chain 3 you did, which stand as double crochet. Slip into the next one and slip stitch into the next space, and this is the second row. You chain up 3, you yarn over, go into the same space and double crochet, yarn over into the corner with 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. So repeat this till you come back to this place. I will meet you here. I'm at the end of the row. Yarn over, after the corner, go into the first 2 double crochet you did and put 1 double crochet there. Slip stitch on top of the first chain 3, slip stitch on the next stitch, slip stitch in between the 3 double crochets, chain 1 and cut your yarn because I'm changing my color from here. And this is what we have. What determines the size of the square is the size of your bust measurement. So I'm going to guess my next color, which is red. Make a slip knot, attach on the same space where you ended your row, because it will be easier for us to tie these 2 stitches together when sewing in. You chain 3, yarn over, go into the same space and double crochet. That chain 3 stand as double crochet. You yarn over, go into the corner with 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. So this is basically what we are going to be doing. The only thing that will change is you changing your color the way you want it to be. Chain 2 and 3 double crochet. Walk right round and I will meet you back here. I'm at the end of the row. Yarn over, go into that first 2 double crochet and put extra 1 more double crochet. Slip stitch on top of the chain 3, slip stitch on top of the next stitch, slip stitch in between the 3 double crochets, chain 1 and cut your yarn because I'm going to be putting just 1 row of this red. And this is what we have. Now let's bring in the black and do the same. We're going to repeat the same thing, and I'll come back to meet you when I add my black row. I'm at the end of the row. Yarn over, go into that first 2 double crochet and slip stitch. cut your yarn, and this is what we have, and this is the 5th row. And I have 3.5 almost. So I'm going to go ahead and work another row, and I will use the background color, which is this color. I'll come back to show you. I'm at the end of the row, and I have worked 1 double crochet in the first 2 double crochet stitch, slip stitch on top of the chain 3, slip stitch on top of the next stitch, slip stitch on top of the space in between, chain 1 and cut your yarn. And this is what I have. So this is the size I need for what I'm doing. The number of granny squares you are going to make will be determined by the measurement you get on your chest or your bust measurement. So what you're going to do is measure your bust. After making your square, we did 6 rows. After making your 6 rows, measure it. Mine is 4 inches. Whatever inches you get on this square, divide your bust measurement with the number you get from the square. What I'm getting is 4 inches. So what I'm going to do is 44, which is my bust measurement, divided by 4. 44, which is my bust measurement, divided by 4. And what I'm getting is 11. So I'm going to make 11 of this for the dam part of the shirt, and I will make 8 more, which will make it 19 pieces of granny square, because I'm going to use 4 for each sleeve, and each of the sleeve is 16 inches when you measure it in round. If your sleeve is 20 inches, you are going to make 5 of this. I'm going to make 19 of this, and I'll come back to meet you. So go ahead, let's do yours and meet me. So we start working on the shirts. After these squares, we will now start working granny stitches instead of granny squares. Once you get this amount of granny squares you need, we're going to start working granny stitch after joining them together. I'm back. Now I'm going to get the main color of this shirt. I'm going to go ahead and join all the squares together in one row, and I'll come back to meet you. For the joining, get your main color, the main color of the shirt. I'm using cream color. You get 2 squares and attach them together side by side. So for you to do that, get your granny square and place the front part of it together like this. Make sure what you're seeing is the wrong side. Go into the corner and attach your yarn. Once you secure the yarn, go into the seam stitch and slip stitch. Go into the first stitch, which is this one. Grab the 2. Make sure you're working into the 2 stitches. Go into the stitch, get the front one, go to the back and get the back one, pull up and slip stitch. Into the next, get the front one, pull up and slip stitch. Into the third one, grab the front one, pull and slip stitch. Into the next, to the back, pull and slip stitch. This is how we're going to attach it. So go ahead. When you get to the end here, you chain one and cut your yarn. You get the next square. Place the right side together. Make sure what you're seeing is the wrong side. You attach, you open, you grab another one, you place it together again, attach, you open. So work like this till you have the total square you're using for your down part. I'll go ahead and attach 12 squares and I will be back for us to start working the shirt. Welcome back. Quick update on what has been going on. This is what I have right now. After joining the square, I started working it as one piece. So I'm going to work both the back panel and the front panel as one piece. So what is going on here is I'm working my full chest measurement. So instead of going to work the back panel and the front panel, I decided after joining all the squares together to work it along till I get to my under armpit, where I will separate the two front panels and the back panel. So that is what is going on here. So as you can see, after joining it, I did one row of granny stitches under and cut my yarn. I came down to this part and started working granny stitches. As you can see, this is where the square stopped. This is the square, and this is my first granny stitch. I started working granny stitch back and forth. When I get to the end, I'll chain 3 and turn. So this is what I have been doing, and I have, after the square, I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 rows. This is the 8th row. So I'm returning back. So this is what you are going to be doing, because I don't want to waste much of your time on this tutorial. So this is what you are going to be doing back and forth till you have your length from where the shirt will stop under to your bust measurement. So that is what I'm working on. I'm working on this part because this is the bottom part where we have the squares. So this is the upper part. So I'm going to work till I get to my underarm. So go ahead, work it back and forth till you have the length you want it to be under your arm. Just keep working granny stitch back and forth. The total length I'm going for this shirt is 27 inches, and I already have my armhole, 22 inches armhole, which I'm going to make 11 for the front and 11 for the back. So 27 minus 11. So see you when I'm back. And don't forget to subscribe, like, share this video, comment under the comment section, and turn on your notification bell. I'm back, and I have 16 inches. So from now, we divide the front and the back. I put stitch marker here and stitch marker here. So what you are going to do, you're going to divide the whole piece into 4. When you divide it into 4, 2 will go to the front and 2 will be at the back, like this. This is the 2. When you divide it into 4, this is 2 parts. So half of this will be in the front and half of this will be on the other side of the front. As you can see, this is the stitch marker here. You can go ahead and count your stitch and divide it into 4. So you will get the front part. Here will be the front part. From this stitch marker to this end will be the front part, and from this stitch marker to this place will be the other front part. So this is what we have. So what I'm going to do now, from this stitch marker I will start working back and forth till I have 11 inches from what I have already. I'll work till I have 11 inches, and I will go ahead and do the same here. Work back and forth till I have 11 inches. I'll stop going around. So there will be a gap here, which is where the armhole is. So when you get to your desired length from here to the shoulder, you will go ahead and work the back panel from here to you get 11 inches, which is what I'm going for. Yours might be 12 inches. So go ahead. I'm just trying to give you example. I'll walk from here back and forth till I have 11 inches, and I will come back here, walk here back and forth till I have 11 inches. Then I'll walk from here to here till I have 11 inches. So that is what I'm going to do, and I'll come back to meet you. So we join the shoulder part and start working the collar and the sleeves. I'm back and I'm done with this front panels and the back panel too. I have worked to my full length. We're going to stitch from here to here, and we'll leave a small gap here where we're going to work the collar. Just a small gap, like 3 or 4, depending on what you want, the both side, and I'll come back to meet you. For you to do that, flip your work the wrong side. This is the wrong side, so flip your work this way and stitch from here to this place. I have done the both shoulders. And this is what I left. I left 8 inches for the neck. That is 16 in round, because the armhole is bigger than the sleeve hole. My armhole is 22, that is 11 plus 11, and my sleeve hole is 16. So I'm going to go ahead and work around, and I'll be reducing whenever I get to this underarm till I have 16 inches. I'll stop reducing and continue working till I have 5 inches, and I'll come back for us to attach this part. This is the right side of my shirt. Attach your yarn here and secure it. Chain up 3, yarn over, going to the same hole with double crochet. So we have 2 double crochet. The chain 3 stands as double crochet, so we have 2 double crochet here. Yarn over, going to the next hole and put 3 double crochet. Yarn over, skip this one, go into the next space and put 3 double crochet. Yarn over, skip this, go into the next and put 3 double crochet. Walk right around till you come back to this place, and I'll meet you here. I'm at the end of the row. Yarn over, go into that first 2 double crochet and put extra 1 double crochet. Slip stitch on top of the chain 3, which we counted as double crochet. Slip stitch into the next, slip stitch into that space, chain up 3 and turn your work. Yarn over, go into this space and put 1 double crochet. yarn over. After the 2 double crochet, yarn over, go into the next space and do double crochet decrease, pull up a loop, pass through the first 2, and you have to yarn over, go into the same space, pull through 2, and you have 3, you yarn over, go into the next space, pull up a loop, pass through the first 2, and you have 4, pass through all 4, yarn over, go into the same space and do your double crochet. And this is what we have. When we're coming back, we're going to work this as 1 stitch, this stitch as 1 stitch. So whenever we're returning, this stitch is going to be 1 stitch. Yarn over, go into the next space and do your 3 double crochet. Work like that till we come back to this place. And at the end of the row, yarn over, go into that first 2 double crochet and put your last double crochet, slip stitch on top of the chain 3, slip stitch on top of the next, and slip stitch on top of the space in between. And this is what we have. Remember I said we're going to work this as 1 stitch. Chain 3, you turn your work. This will be 1 stitch when we are returning. So yarn over, put extra stitch here, yarn over, go into the next space. We're going to reduce again, yarn over, pull up, pass through the first 2, go into the same stitch, pass through the first 2, and you have 3, you yarn over, go into the next stitch, pass through the first 2, go again, and we're going to work this as 1 stitch when we're returning. You yarn over, go into the next stitch and continue working normal. This is what we have. When we return, we're going to put extra double crochet here and slip stitch here. This will now serve as 1 stitch, and this will serve as 1 stitch. That is 1 cluster, another cluster, and this one we're going to complete when we return. So that is how you are going to be reducing gradually till you have the same size as your sleeve hole. So you'll be able to attach it together. Once you have the same size as your sleeve hole, you stop decreasing and start working right round without decreasing till you get the length you want. Then you get your sleeve hole and attach it. I'll come back to show you how to attach the sleeve hole. My square is 4 inches and I'm going for 9 inches sleeve length. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to work 5 inches here, then attach this one. So go ahead, reduce as you're going till you have your desired length. I'm back and I'm done with this sleeve. I have 5 inches from here to here. I'm going to attach the granny square here, and we will get something like this. So I'm going to show you how to go ahead and attach this right round. Get your tapestry needle and attach some yarn. I'm going to attach this yarn like this. Cut it off from the ball so it will be easier for you to work with. Lay your work flat like this. Go into one of these stitches and pass it through. You leave some part. Because I'm at this beginning stitch of the 3 clusters, I'm going to look for another cluster here and go into it. I'll go back into the same stitch and pull my yarn, hold that back to secure it so it doesn't pull away. Secure the yarn, go into the next stitch, and pull your yarn, go into the next stitch, pull, so this is what you are going to be doing. When you are getting, make sure you are getting these two. Don't go into the back or only the front. Make sure you're getting both of them like this. You go into the opposite stitch and get the both. When you walk in here, make sure you're getting both of them like this. Once you get them, you come to this part and make sure you're getting both of them too. You pass through and pull it. You go into the next stitch and do the same. So this is the way we're going to be doing it. And pull it. When you go into here, go into the opposite one and stitch together. Keep doing that till you go right round. In case you are working and you notice that the number of stitches this side is smaller than the number of stitch this side, this is what you are going to do. Let me show you. When you go into the stitch, if you have more number here, you pull it, you go into the same stitch and now go into the next on this side. But if it's the other way around, when you go into the next one here and come here, you will go into the next here and come into the same stitch. So that way you will balance it. So this is the way you are going to be stitching it right round. So you come back to this place, I'll meet you there. I'm back. I have sewed the granny squares on the sleeve, and this is what I have. After sewing here right round, I came to the tip of the sleeve and I worked 2 rows of single crochet. After working 2 rows of single crochet, I chain one and cut my yarn. So that is what we are going to do on this part. So I left here so that I can show you how to go about it, especially this part that is not straight. I'll come to the underarm, which is here, and attach it here on the middle of this square, which is this one. So I'm going to turn the wrong side. We start working from the wrong side because we are working 2 rows. I'll work the first row on the wrong side and I'll finish it up on the right side, which is the second row. So that is the reason why I'm attaching it here. You can attach it anywhere. I'm going to attach it on this place. Pull and secure my yarn. go into the same hole and do your single crochet into the next, single crochet. I'm hiding this tail under the yarn, into this, single crochet, into this, single crochet, single crochet, single crochet on the next. So keep working single crochet till you get to this part, which is here. When you have one stitch before where the two squares join, what you are going to do is you are going to yarn over, that is half double crochet, go into that last stitch before the joining and do half double crochet. You yarn over again, go into the space and you do your half double crochet. You yarn over again, go in between the joining, half double crochet on this end, which is the corner where the both square join, half double crochet. You yarn over on this first stitch, you do your half double crochet. That is 1 2 3 4 5 half double crochet. Once you have your 5 half double crochet, you go ahead with your single crochet again, because we are trying to level up this space, as you can see, so it will come up to the level of this ones. We're going to do the same when we get to this space. So work till you get here. I'll meet you here. I'm back to this joining. Don't mind all this loose end, we're going to sew it in. Doesn't look nice, but we're going to take care of it when we're done. So I'm back to this last stitch of the cluster before the joining. I'm going to yarn over, go into the last stitch with half double crochet, yarn over again in between this place, which is the corner of one of the squares, and do half double crochet. That is the second one. You yarn over again, this middle where the both square join, go into the space there and do half double crochet. The third one, you yarn over into the corner space of the other square. We're going to go in there and do our half double crochet again, and this is the fourth one. Yarn over, go into the first stitch of the next cluster with half double crochet, and this is the fifth one. So we have 5 half double crochet from this stitch to this stitch. So go ahead and put your single crochet. That is how you are going to work it right round till you come back to this place. When you come back to this place, you go into this first stitch and slip stitch. I'm at the end of the row. Chain one and turn your work. Now when you turn your work, put single crochet in every stitch right round till you come back to this place. You slip stitch, chain one and cut your yarn. I'm done with the sleeves, both of them, and this is the quick update of what I did. After the sleeve, I work on the bottom part, which is this place. What I did here is 11 rows of single crochet, and this is what it looks like, because that is what I'm going for. You must not do 11 rows, do as many rows as you want, but make sure it's an odd number. You can go ahead and do 5, you can go ahead and do 3, you can go ahead and do 7, you can go ahead and do 9. The reason for that is because we are going to put buttonholes. I like, if we are doing 5 rows, we're going to work the first 2 rows, then the third one will be the buttonhole, and we will finish it up with 2 more rows. So make sure there is an odd number that is at the middle where you're going to put your buttonhole, so it will be on the middle part. So my button is going to be on this part, while the buttonhole will be on this part. So for this part, because I did 11 rows here I have 5 rows. So after the 5 rows, I'm on the 6th one. I'm going to start working the 6th one, which is where the buttonhole is going to be, because I have already worked 5 rows. So after the 6th row, which is where I'm going to create the buttonhole, I'm going to finish it up with more 5 rows of this, so that my buttonhole will be on the middle of this. So let me show you how to go about it. These are the button options I have. If I'm going to be using any of these sizes, I'm going to be skipping 2 stitches to create the buttonhole. But if I'm going to use this bigger one, I'm going to be skipping 3 stitches to create the buttonhole for this size of button. This is the options available. Might be going for white, red, because of the design here. The size of your button will determine how many stitches you are going to skip when you are making your buttonholes. And before you create the buttonhole, please and please use your stitch marker and mark out where you want your buttonholes to be and how many you are going to get. Use your stitch marker and create the space of the button you want. If you put one here, how many stitches are you going to skip before you put another one? So it's all up to you, depending on how close you want the buttons to be to each other. So go ahead, mark out where you want your buttons to be. I'll just show you how to create the buttonhole. After you finish the buttonhole, you are going to do the same number of rows after the buttonhole. So go ahead, work the both sides. When you come to this part, you come back. So from here, I'll start creating my buttonhole. I'll chain one and turn my work. Let me mark out where my buttons are going to be, so I can be able to create the buttonholes where they should be too. These are where we're going to put our buttonholes, and there are 19 stitches apart, and the measures 3.5, 3.5, so go ahead, put it the way you want it to be. This is the way my own is going to be till the end, and we're going to have this left over here. We're not going to put any other button here. I like leaving my chest open down here like this. So let's start working the buttonhole. Like I said, I am in the 6th row because I'm making 11 rows, 5 stitches already, and the 6th one is going to be the buttonhole. After the buttonhole, I will do another 5 after the buttonhole. So go ahead, work single crochet till you get to your stitch marker where the buttonhole is going to be, and I'll show you how to go about it. This is the last stitch before the marker. Single crochet, and I marked 2 stitches. So because I'm jumping 2 stitches, I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2. If you are skipping 3 stitches, chain 3 please. So if I chain 2, I'll go into the next, jump in this stitch, go into the next and do my single crochet, and we have this gap here. You keep working your single crochet till you get to the next stitch marker. This is the next stitch marker after the first one. chain 2 or 3 depending on how many you are skipping. Skip the 2, go into the next stitch and continue your single crochet. Work till you get to the next stitch, which is this one. You repeat the same thing. That is how you are going to work it till you get to the end here. I'll come back here to meet you. Please don't forget to test the button you are going to put. After making your first buttonhole, get the button you are going to use and try it out. Make sure it can pass that hole. Don't allow it to be too free and don't allow it to be over tight. Just make it comfortable so it can be passing there without so much stress. If you make it loose, it will be opening on its own. So make it moderate. As you can see, it's not too tight, it's not too loose, as you can see. So make sure you are getting the actual buttonhole you need for your own before you continue working. When you test and you see it's too loose, reduce the stitches. Do chain 1 if the button is so tiny. If it's bigger than this, you can do chain 3, chain 4 depending on the button size you are using. So make sure you confirm that before working other ones. I'm at the end of the row. I have already chain 1, turn my work, and this is the last buttonhole we created. So what you're going to do, you're going to go into that last single crochet, because I left one single crochet before the buttonhole, and do single crochet. Go into that buttonhole. I did chain 2, so I'm going to put 2 single crochet on the buttonhole. If your buttonhole is chain 2, do 2 single crochet into it. Mine is chain 2 and I have already put 2 single crochet into it. Go into the next stitch and put your single crochet normal. We'll work till you get to the other buttonhole and you will put 2 single crochet into that buttonhole. This is the last single crochet before the buttonhole. We'll go into there with 1 single crochet, and here is my chain 2 buttonhole. I'll go into it with 2 single crochet and I'll continue my single crochet till I go to the next buttonhole. That is how I'm going to be working it. When I get to the end, I'll chain 1 and return. Now when I come back, I'll start going into each stitch with single crochet, and this is the 7th row. That is the first row after buttonhole creation. So go ahead, finish it up, and we'll come back to do the neck, which is the collar. I'm back, and this is what I have. I'm done with the buttonholes. You can now go ahead and attach your button on the other side. Make sure when you're attaching it is matching the buttonholes. So mark it out and get it perfectly well. I'm going to be using these black buttons. We're going to work the collar. The first stitch here is where I'm going to attach it and secure my yarn. After securing your yarn, chain up 3, yarn over, go into the next stitch with double crochet, yarn over into the next with double crochet, and we have 3 double crochet, yarn over, skip 1, go into the next stitch and do your double crochet, yarn over into the next you double crochet, yarn over into the next, you double crochet, and you have 3 double crochet, you yarn over, you skip one into the next one, double crochet into the next, double crochet, and into the next you put double crochet. So we did 3 double crochet cluster here. That is what is going to be, and we're going to do that when we return to this part. But before then, yarn over, go into this space. I'm not going into here because this is a cluster together. This is a cluster together. 1 2 3 double crochet in one place. I splitted it when I was doing my single crochet, so this is a one cluster together. So yarn over, go into the next space and put your 3 double crochet, yarn over, this is your first 3 double crochet in this 3 double crochet stitches, and we have 3 here, 1 set, 2 set, 3 and 4th set. So yarn over into the next, yarn over, put 3 double crochet, yarn over into the next, 3 double crochet, yarn over. This is where the joining is. Yarn over, go into that last cluster, and put 3 double crochet in that space. If yours is that way, you yarn over, we have our first cluster here. So what we're going to do, we're going to work in there with 3 double crochet into 3 double crochet, so yarn over, work 3 double crochet crosser in each stitch till you get to this space. You are going to put, this is the last space before the joining. Like we did here, you are going to put 3 double crochet into 3 double crochet in this space before the joining. After that, you continue your double crochet, you continue your 3 double crochet cluster till you get to this space. Repeat the same thing we did at the beginning, that 3 cluster we created. Do it here, and I'll come back to show you what next to do. I'm at the end of the row. Chain 3 and turn your work, yarn over, go into this space with 3 double crochet, you yarn over, skip this one and go into the next space with 3 double crochet, you yarn over into the next space with 3 double crochet, walk back and forth till you have your desired length. That is all we're going to do. The only thing that will change is whenever you get to this space, just put cluster here, which is 3 double crochet in one space, put another one here, put here one, and put here. Don't put 3 double crochet into 3 double crochet here, just put 3 double crochet cluster. You come here and put 3 double crochet cluster continuously till you get to this part. You put 3 double crochet cluster and continue like we did here till you get to the end. You chain up, turn, and start working back and forth. Just 3 double crochet cluster in each space. That is what you are going to do till you have your desired length. So go ahead and I'll come back to show you when I'm done. I'm done and I have installed the buttons, and this is what we have. So I'm done with the shirt, and this is what I did. I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 8 rows. I have 8 rows of the collar, 3 inches length, and for the neck I'm going to work single crochet right round. I'll go ahead and cut my yarn, reattach it here because I want to work on the front part. Make a magic knot, attach your yarn here at the base of where we start making the granny stitches, and secure your yarn. Go into that double crochet, try and get the center of the double crochet and do your single crochet. Go into the stitch where the both row connected, insert your hook, pull up and do your single crochet. If you can't work in between the double crochet, go under it and do your single crochet here, single crochet. But make sure you work into this connecting stitch each time you get to it. So walk right round till you come back to this place. I'll meet you here. I'm at the end of the row. Go into that last stitch and do your slip stitch, chain 1 and cut your yarn, and this will be the end of this tutorial. Go ahead, sew in all your ends. You can block it if you want, and this will be the end of this tutorial. So this is what the neck looks like. This is it. Don't mind here, I'm going to wash it off. Something stained the yarn, but I'm going to wash it off. So this is what we have. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. Go ahead, sew in all your ends and you are good to go. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and I will see you in my next tutorial. Bye.